I'm dusty. Sorry, I'm full of mould and spores and nasties. And if I'm full of them, so's our home. When I run sick, your power bill goes up. You just clean me filters. But you miss the nasties in me guts, me innards. My mates at HydroKleen get in where the others can't. Ooh, that's nice. Call them on 1300 608 318 and book in. I'm not clean unless I'm HydroKleen. Aww.
Well, this time of year is definitely one of the confusing ones. Winter's almost behind us, spring is almost here, but it is a 4 seasons in one day time of year.
It certainly is.
Yeah.
And you know, I found myself this time of year, the heater on one day, the cooler on the next day.
Literally jacket on, jacket off.
Yeah, and then windows open, windows closed. All the wind is really picking up the dust and spreading it everywhere. It's a nightmare.
Yeah, you're right. And people just don't realise how much dust, dirt, grime and bacteria lives in their heaters and coolers. Window units, ceiling cassettes, ducted systems, you name it. They are an absolute breeding ground for all of the nasties. Fungi, bacteria, mould and human DNA, like skin cells.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, it's gross actually.
It
when
is
you think
really
about
gross.
it. All living inside your cooler. Now, the problem is every time you turn your heating or your cooling on, that is going to puther all of that nasties all through your house. And of course, if you've got any family members that suffer from asthma, those things can then trigger asthma attacks, which is not where you want to be.
Yeah, absolutely right. Well, today we have a special visitor who's going to sort that out for us.
Marvellous. Danny,
Yes.
I think we've got a bit of a prime candidate that needs a bit of a clean.
We do, and I'm very interested to find out how all this works. I'm ever the skeptic. I don't really need to be, but I am, let's face it. Tell me about this process.
It's really stripping the whole unit apart. So as you see, Sam's going to take away all of the plastic covers and expose the unit itself.
Yeah.
Now we put a special catchment bag underneath it, so it's no mess, no fuss, everything captured there.
Yeah.
And we bring it back to like a brand new condition. But basically, it's like the lungs of your home. So all the air and all the particles get sucked into the unit. They actually stick inside it on the coil itself, and as a result, that bacteria will grow, and it reduces all the efficiency of the unit itself.
When you actually really think about it, it's pretty gross.
It is, and it's certainly from hundreds of thousands of air conditioners, you'd be horrified. You know, we've seen mushrooms growing in restaurants through these air conditioning units.
But I'm looking
find that
forward to
amazing.
seeing the end result.
Yeah.
You'll have something to show us to see how yucky
Will we
it
get
is.
to see all the grossness?
Absolutely, we'll show you inside the unit as well, some of those other worky parts and the filth that comes out of it.
For a couple of seconds. Now, if you remember earlier on in the show, we got the guys in from HydroKleen to come in and pull apart our heating and cooling systems for our homeowners today, because inside there are all these really creepy nasties like bacteria, mold, dust, and even human skin cells, and they can all trigger asthma if you're not careful.
It does make my skin crawl. Now, the HydroKleen guys have a specially trademarked design process. So it's not just ripping the filter out and cleaning it like anyone can do. It's a hugely complicated process, and we should see how they go.
I'm looking forward to seeing the yuckiness.
So, Lee, how's it going? That looks pretty incredible, actually. What have you actually done here?
So you can see we've cleaned half of the unit. So, and just to get that comparison for you, is what it was beforehand and now once all of that bacteria has
So you've
actually
done like
been
a
removed.
split screen for us.
Yeah, absolutely.
That is
So-
disgusting. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of the filters in your range hood.
Ah, yeah.
You know how gross it gets with all the oil and the dirt.
Well, this is actually in quite good condition compared to some of the things that we see.
Oh God, I could imagine some of the horror stories.
You were telling me that one of your clients was getting sick and having asthma, you know, on a regular basis.
Yeah.
And when she had this cleaned out,
Yeah, absolutely. For the last 8 months, she's not had any asthma attacks whatsoever. And those sort of stories are really common for us. So.
That's incredible. And you know, when I actually booked you guys in via the website, I did spy that little blue butterfly. So you are approved by the Asthma Council Sensitive Choice program. What are you using to clean it? Are there harmful chemicals in the
No,
process?
well, look, we won't actually tell you our special ingredients.
Trade secret.
However,
Secret recipe.
yeah. However, it's certainly non-toxic, non-harmful.
Yeah.
Okay.
But gets the job done. As
And
you
no
can see,
mess. No mess
Yeah.
anywhere.
No.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Well, listen, this whole thing has honestly blown me away.
Yeah.
This is something you can't do at home yourself. It is such an intricate clean inside.
Yeah.
You can see the inner workings there. So getting someone like HydroKleen to come in and clean out your heaters and your coolers, especially now as we approach spring, is really important. You can find these guys online, I believe. Yeah. So the website's hydrokleen.com.au.
And we've found the whole team such a breeze to work with. So thank you so much for everything
He's a
today.
good egg, isn't he?
He is a good egg.
We'll be back with more of Healthy Homes after the break.
Air conditioners are being powered up in thousands of homes across central Queensland this summer, but authorities are warning dirty units can destroy homes and lives.
It only takes one fault to spark a fire. Firefighters are regularly responding to house fires caused by electrical issues, and there's a serial offender over summer.
The message we're getting out there is urging people to ensure that their cooling equipment, and particularly air conditioning at this time of the year, is in good working order.
Faulty air conditioners have caused fires in Maroochydore, the Gold Coast and central Queensland over the past 2 months.
The main issues that we have with air conditioners, or we find with air conditioners that have caused fires, is that a lot of times they have been incorrectly maintained or they have not been maintained at all.
Ergon Energy says full filters are often to blame.
Over a 12-month period, it's surprising the amount of debris and contaminants that can get in there.
Running the aircon for 8 hours a day can cost $250 a quarter, but a colder temperature and clogged filters pushes up the cost and danger.
Has the potential to double the cost if the filters and those sorts of things aren't in good working order.
Each unit is different and owners are advised to check cleaning instructions with the manufacturer.
It's not a bad idea to also have a registered service agent come round annually, and also to get them to do a full service.
Brent O'Halloran, 7 News.